Hi, I'm Lee Partridge and welcome back to Col U TV for our pre-match show. We're looking to make it back-to-back wins this afternoon when Mansfield make up the opposition. They've had a good start to their campaign this season and we'll be hearing from Ben Garner and Owen Goodman about how they plan to get past the Stags very shortly. But before that, head over to our socials and our website for all the up-to-date news on how we line up this afternoon. And to get us in the mood for this afternoon's game, let's take a look back at a previous Mansfield encounter, a Sean Murray masterclass from 2017, where we came out 2-0 winners here at the JobServe Community Stadium. The two M's, Murray and Mandron, both on target in that one, and it would be great to see a repeat of that result this afternoon. But bearing in mind, Mansfield and Swindon are the only two unbeaten sides in League Two currently at the moment. It won't be easy, but there's plenty of positives and positive signs from the Tranmere game last weekend. We spoke about the chances that we created, and maybe we didn't take as many as what we would have liked. Ben Garner does allude to that. And we'll hear from him very shortly. And also about how they've been working really hard this week at Florence Park to try and put that right. Let's see what Ben and hear what Ben had to say.
Really tough game coming up on Saturday, Ben, against Mansfield, but surely it's just a case of more of the same that we saw last weekend?
That'd be nice. I think the overall performance last week was excellent, and we want to build on that. Training's been good on the back of that, and a tough game for sure against Mansfield. You know, the only unbeaten team in the EFL at the moment. But what an opportunity that is for us to be the first team to beat them.
Yeah, and of course the players always have to set their own standards to a degree of how they go out and play. But that must help you as a coach to now know how good they can be. Game against Gillingham, game against Tranmere.
Yeah, I think that's probably been a little bit of the frustration, is that we see the quality within the group, and I think we've only just scratched the surface really, and we know there's a lot more to come, but we've seen it regularly in training, we've seen it in bundles in pre-season. We hadn't seen enough of it in competitive games up to that point, but yeah, 2 out of the last 3 are wins. They're really good performances. We've only let 1 goal in 3 games. We've really improved defensively, and we're creating opportunities to score. You know, so many opportunities last week, and as I say, probably the only one criticism, we didn't score more goals. So as I say, we want to build on that. We want to build on that going into Mansfield, raise those levels even more, be as resilient as we've been in the last 3 games, and pose that attacking threat and score more goals.
Yeah, and we saw our first glimpses of 3 of the 4 new players we brought in on deadline day.
Yeah.
Must have been really pleased with their contribution then, and the fact now that they've had another week's training under their belts to improve that side of things that they might have been lacking through lack of games.
Absolutely. I mean, Zach's fine. Zach's up to speed. He's been playing regular football over pre-season and under 21 games at Charlton before coming here. So, in terms of fitness, etc., he's fine. He's up to speed and he's come in and hit the ground running. Cam McGinn's gone up, I would say, 25-30% in training this week, which is natural. You know, his first training week, his first game. He's gone on another level this week, which is fantastic, and Jay Mingy the same. So I think they're 2 really strong players that are going to make our midfield so much stronger. We've got depth and quality in there now, and they've pushed the standards of the group and raised it even higher.
And do you often find that with new players coming in, it sometimes has that extra incentive for players to have to improve in training every day, not just when they go out to play matches?
Yeah, absolutely. We want competition, we want depth, and we've probably had 1 or 2 areas of the team where we haven't had enough of that, and players, even not even on purpose, can sometimes just relax a little bit and become a little bit complacent. So we need that competition within the ranks and to push each other. And that depth, and I think it's the type of player we've brought in as well. I mean, Zach, Jay, Cam, and Awura, they're great attitudes, great professionalism, great mentalities. So that's enhanced an already strong group.
2 things there's been a lot of talk about is consistency needed, and also the age of our squad. Is that hard to blend those 2 together? Because sometimes that, young players can come in and do well, and then not do so well, and then do well. There is that inconsistency sometimes with young players first coming into first team environments. Yeah,
I think it's a nature of the age and the experience levels of the players. So, but there's no excuse with that. It's certainly easier to be consistent, I think, with a more senior group because they've just got more games and been through it. But young players can get that consistency very quickly. I think wins breed confidence, and the level of performance against Gillingham, the level of the performance against Tranmere shows what we're capable of as a young group, but with good senior players in there as well. And I think we've got a nice balance now. I think we're a fearless group. We can go and attack anyone. We can go and take the game to anyone, home and away. And I think Saturday's a great opportunity to do that against a team that have had a fantastic start. And let's go toe-to-toe with them and see what we can do.
Great positive quote there from Ben. We can attack anyone, take the game to anyone, home and away, and Saturday is a great opportunity to do that against a team that have had a fantastic start. So let's go toe-to-toe with them and see what we can do. Lots of positivity there from Ben. Of course, we need all you guys and girls to do your bit. And if you're in any doubt whatsoever, the difference and the impact that you make supporting as loud as you can the U's, it's something on-loan goalkeeper Owen Goodman has been relishing this season, playing in front of all the U supporters. This is his pre-match thoughts, where he talks about the impact that you actually have on him.
Owen, tough game against Mansfield coming up on Saturday, but the squad must be quite positive after the last result. Good week's training?
Yeah, no. We go into every game wanting to win, go into every game with a positive mindset, believing that we can win. So no matter what the circumstances of Mansfield, we're not playing the circumstances, we're playing the team, and we're just going out there playing 90 minutes of football and taking it to them.
Yeah, and I suppose last weekend it's nice that you have game plans in place for every game, but when pretty much everything goes right and we're creating chances and scoring goals and keeping a clean sheet, must be great for the players to kind of know that the good work on the training pitch has worked on the pitch.
Oh, 100%. And I think we've had a good week here. I think today's session was good, high quality from the players, and we just got to keep pushing on, and the results will come, performances will come, and we just need to be consistent. Over the last 3 games, I think we've had some good wins against Gillingham. Obviously Tranmere Saturday could have got a point from Walsall, but we just need to build that consistency going forward.
I mean, everything's been written about Gillingham before we played them, and now it's about Mansfield being the only unbeaten team. Mm-hmm. But we're here to win points and games, so that's what we'll be going out to do against a top side.
Yeah, no, I mean, we did it once, we can do it again, but again, we just go to every game and we just want to win every game, no matter who the opponent is. Don't care who's in front of us. We just want to play our game and get the result and have a good performance.
And on a personal level, how important and good for you is it that you're playing regular games now in the league with that pressure that comes from having a crowd right behind you or in front of you and everything that goes with it?
Yeah, no, it's all new to me. Like, I don't remember, I think I've never experienced playing this many games so early on. It's like, I was saying to Samson yesterday, it's like, we're only in start of September and I've already played 8 games. If I was at Palace, I probably would have played 8 games in November. It's like the game schedule's like completely different. And no, I'm enjoying it all, playing football. I love playing football.
Yeah.
I think I come here every day happy with what I do. And yeah, no, I just love all of it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Does that full-on schedule that you've had so far, is there challenges to that mentally and physically, or at the moment is it, wow, this is just brilliant playing all these games?
I think definitely in the first few games it was challenging physically. So obviously I think we had 5 games in this 4 or 5 games space of 2 weeks. So that was definitely tough physically. I felt it on my body towards the last 2 games. But no, it's just about learning how I recover right, how I do things properly off the pitch to make sure I'm right for every single game.
You must feel that it was good performances that got you into the England under-20 training camp. But then it was kind of, we thought you might miss the Tranmere game, but you must be glad that some agreement was had and you were able to get back for it.
Yeah, no, I'm happy I was able to come back and play in the game, because I want to play as many games as possible. I don't want to miss games. But obviously, if things happen in the future of England, then I might have to. But no, I want to play as many games as I can here. So yeah.
How was the training camp itself?
It was good. It was really good. Working with some top players, some players at club, players who are on loan as well in Championship, League One. So it's a very, very good standard of players, young, high potential players with some really good coaches.
Yeah, and we've seen across quite a few of Gareth Southgate's training camps and in the build-up to games where young players, all of a sudden 2 or 3 of them are joining in with the senior guys sessions. That must be something that you must be looking forward to, or is it something that you've experienced already?
No, it's not something I've experienced yet. I've got to work my way towards that. But no, it's definitely promising when you see like 2-3 players, when the first team need a few more players that they call over from younger age groups. So it's definitely exciting to see that for the others, but for me it's definitely like something to work towards.
Yeah, and obviously the short-term aim for you now is to carry on playing as many games as you possibly can and to keep trying to get those clean sheets.
Yeah, definitely. I wanna play as many games as I can this season. I mean, we've got loads of games, 46 league games, cup games, so I just want to be able to play as many games as I can, be consistent in my performances, and then for me also, like, I want to help the club in my performances and take the club as high up the table as I can when I'm called upon.
The thoughts of Owen there, and speaking about the difference and the impact that having so many people behind him on match days really does make a difference. It's nearly time to go out there, take your seats, cheer on the U's. Hopefully 3 points this afternoon in the bag again, and we can keep climbing up that table. It's time to head out there, get your seats, get behind the lads. I'll be back on Tuesday evening for a pre-match show ahead of the Spurs game when they come to Colchester. But until then, have a great afternoon, great weekend, whatever you're up to. Till next time, it's goodbye for now.